The man of the future is not a physical, but a subtle reality. The new man is a being of spirit. So our task is we transform from a material creature to a spiritual one. What does transformation mean? A spirit being has a higher vibration than a material organism. Just as vapor has a higher vibration than water, and water again a higher vibration than ice. The ice corresponds to the physical, the water to the subtle, and the vapor to the fiery body. Remember the video, The Law of Evolution, the cycles of involution and evolution. At the beginning, the monads incarnate in highly subtle, ethereal, that is, high-vibrating bodies. In the course of involution, on the descending arc, the bodies become denser and firmer. Their vibration decreases more and more. Today, we have reached the turning point at the bottom. On the ascending arc of evolution, our beings shall again become more spiritual, more ethereal, that means higher vibrating. Therefore, transformation requires practically you raise the vibration of your being. If it is high, your eternal self, your fiery body is alive. If it decreases, you turn back to ice, to an ordinary, material, mortal creature. We briefly repeat and deepen the 3 steps of transformation, which we had already talked about in the series Experiment Immortality and in the video Initiation to Agni Yoga. Firstly, you develop a new consciousness. Secondly, you build up your spirit being. And thirdly, you make your creation appear in the material world. You become aware I am not my body, but the subtle being that permeates and envelops it. You realize I have a soul. The development of this awareness is more than mere intellectual cognition. Experience this yourself and feel the existence of your eternal being. We have already discussed how this can be achieved in the video The Secret of Immortality Part 1. Many of you still have the consciousness of a donkey, their body, because they know nothing of the existence of the master, the rider, their soul. You conclude from this expanded knowledge, I am a soul. For that which is immortal and eternal is certainly more significant and more real than that which is perishable. You identify with the eternal part of your being. So, to know the real, do not think you have a soul, but the soul has you. It is a common conviction of humanity that man possesses an immortal soul. To this, Theosophy adds that he is a soul. You may call your true supratemporal self anima, to distinguish it from your perishable personality, named Mary Smith or James Baker. All material things must perish. As opposed to that, a spiritual being is not restricted by the limitations of matter, time, and space. You realize? I am immortal. The new man differs from the old one by the consciousness of his immortality. Everyone may earn immortality by admitting infinity into his consciousness. On this basis, you take the crucial practical step. You transfer your consciousness into your soul. We have discussed this concept already several times, but it is still not quite clear to me. If I drag my consciousness out of my body and move it into the soul, will then the body awareness be lost? No, of course not. You remain aware of your body. We should better say you expand your consciousness in such a way that beyond the body it now encompasses the soul as well. You form a new ego consciousness. The creation of a new consciousness is affirmed as the cornerstone of evolution. You learn to know thyself. You form a new picture of yourself. You now perceive the complete reality of your entire being, consisting of material and subtle aspects, which you may imagine approximately like this. You realize, you experience the existence of your own very individual soul, different from all the others. This is much more than just saying intellectually, I have or I am a soul. Within you there is dwelling an age-old being, endowed with the experiences of millions of years. Should you not be able to sense its existence? How can I have this experience? How does this new picture of myself develop? Let us ponder. How does the ego consciousness of a baby arise? A toddler perceives his arms and legs flailing around him. He puts his fingers and toes in his mouth. Some time passes before he learns, this is me. That which I notice and feel is a part of myself. This is how man recognizes his physical being. With your eternal individuality it is no different. Of course, you cannot see it, you cannot grasp it, and you cannot put it in your mouth, but you can sense it too. How do I feel my spiritual being? You hear your soul speaking within you. The very first, very simple, rudimentary stirring of your eternal individuality consists in whispering something to you through the heart. You can perceive this voice of silence. Your immortal self instructs you to behave lovingly towards your fellow man, to do certain things and to refrain from others. You remark, that is me. That which is expressing itself there is a part of myself. You feel that there is an invisible creature hidden deep within you that wishes to reveal itself. Your spiritual self is calling out to you every day. You only have to realize that you are not your body, but the infinite self that dwells within it. In this way, man recognizes his spiritual being, which is as real as the physical one. A baby continues to develop its ego consciousness by learning to use its physical senses and powers, for example, to walk and talk. Your eternal individuality continues to develop its ego consciousness by activating its inner spiritual senses. The eyes of your soul learn to look down from above on the material world, and therein on you yourself, the body. Furthermore, you set about training and using the spiritual powers of your higher self. A baby begins to discover, to develop, and to assert its will. What does it want? What every physical being wants: food, clothing, shelter, warmth, security, safety, and material pleasures. Likewise, you become aware that your soul too has its will. What does it want? What a spirit being aims at, that truth, justice, beauty, and love shall reign on earth. This is how you awaken your soul to its life. You almost feel birth pangs like a pregnant woman. You sense the cosmic giant within you. You know you have to get him out there. He is literally urging to the surface. This creation of a new ego consciousness is a long process. It is hard work, inner work, spiritual work. Nothing grows as slowly as consciousness. Know how to observe the growth of consciousness. Certainly, it is more difficult than observing the growth of hair or grass. The consciousness of being anima, an immortal spirit that uses many material bodies as tools on its eternal path, is something you must continuously preserve on all planes of existence, in all material and non-material worlds, through all transitions. Immortality means preserving a continuous consciousness on all planes of existence. Eternal life is the most obscure concept from the point of view of earthly thinking. Different people sometimes even belittle this concept into a prolongation of life here on earth. What an error! Worlds will be renewed, yet the dwellers of earth should remain congealed in the same garment. Is it possible for the teacher to be concerned with the prolonging of earthly life? The teacher thinks of the eternal life in all the worlds. The heart prays for eternal life of the consciousness. It knows that it is a great blessing if the consciousness be uninterrupted and goes through the ascent untiringly.